Hello, it's me, Ellie from the forums. Hooray! And some of you may or may not know that in my spare time, I'm part of an organization called the Speakers Bureau, which is a group of students and a few staff members that help educate our colleges, campus, whatever, about gender identity and sexual orientation and the variations of the like. And those you may not know, which is probably a lot of you, I didn't even know until I looked into it. This Thursday, which is today/tomorrow, is the National Transgender Day of Awareness. Now, only a few select people on the forum know that about around 3 weeks ago, 2 of my friends were beaten physically because they identified as transgender. Now, it is very personal, and I feel that people are confused. People don't understand what transgender is. So I want to explain it to you guys so that you understand what Transgender Day is, and maybe this Transgender Day of Awareness cannot be so grim as it always is every year. We like to make it a little nicer. So I want to try to leave it off with a good note and education, because education always seems to cheer up the mood a bit. I like education. Who doesn't? I'm not talking to you. You need to go to class? Okay. So, transgender is a umbrella term. It pretty much means for people who do not fit strictly into gender roles. So this could be ranging anywhere from someone who cross-dresses, also, drag queens sometimes dabble into time. This doesn't mean they identify as that gender. This doesn't mean that they don't identify as the genders they want to identify as. It just means they just want to show a feminine side, or they just want to show a masculine side. And it shouldn't be a problem, because gender lines are kind of silly to begin with. Then there is the basic term transgender, where people do not feel comfortable in their bodies, such as a male who identifies as female, or a female who identifies as male. When talking to these kind of people, or talking about these kind of people, it's suggested you use the pronouns that they prefer. So if I talk about my friend Jackson, he was born a girl, but he is a he. It's just how it is. It's how he identifies. Everyone's happy that way. It just shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, he was born with girl parts. So what? This isn't, a phase where you can just go, oh, I'm getting a piercing. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get boy parts. It's actually surgery makes that pretty complicated for a female to male transition, but we're not going to go into that. Unless you want me to, but that will be a different video. It's just this feeling. It's hard to feel for some of us, because I was born female, and I feel female. And it's perfectly comfortable for me. I really don't think about, could I have been in the wrong body? Could I have been, born in the wrong body? Because I identify as female, but some people identify as male and are born in a female body, and some people identify as female and are born in a male body. And when they transition, it is very hard. It's very difficult, because people have been beaten, people have been abused, people have been fired, and people have been murdered because of how they identify. And that really shouldn't happen. And so, oftentimes, the Transgender Day of Awareness has a very negative feeling to it because of what has occurred. But I feel like we should transition into a better period of time where we understand more. In fact, a lot of you may not know, there is I wouldn't say condition, but there is a term called intersex, where someone is born with both male and female parts or hormones, or enlarged girl part. I don't want to make this too bad, for the forum. Enlarged girl part, or maybe a small boy part, and it's very unsure, and parents don't know what to do, and it's a big issue, and huge issue. Intersex, That was actually a couple weeks ago, and I feel awful for not making that movie, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. But, now you know. And never use the word hermaphrodite. That is not acceptable. That's like forever ago. Term is intersex. And just, you know what, final message. Transgender Day of Awareness. That's today, / tomorrow, / whenever. If someone identifies as male, you call him a he. If someone identifies as female, you call her a she. Whether or not their biological down under their pants is the same or not shouldn't be an issue. If some guy likes to dress up in a skirt on the weekend and, you know, perform a show, and hey, it's fun, it's showing the feminine side. Why can't I wear a tie? What does that mean about gender roles? It's a huge issue, and I'll gladly go into it if any of you guys have questions. This video has probably gone far too long anyway, and my bangs keep falling, and I probably should have not done that. So, any questions, I will take any questions. I'm on the Speakers Bureau, and I will talk to anything. Anything you want to know, I will tell you. I can help give you information. I just want to make sure that everyone understands, and that everyone has, you know, they're done with their questions, because I think the best person is someone who's informed, because I think they make the best decisions. So, this Transgender Day of Awareness, don't play into gender roles. I mean, if you want to identify as female and you want to wear a dress, go ahead. I'm not saying, you know, wear a tie or something. But, you know, if you're looking at a tie and say, hey, I'd like to wear a tie. Wear a tie. Hey, I'm going to paint my nails. You know, just, why not? So, any questions, really, any questions. I will take any questions. I can go into the gay, lesbian, bi, you know, section if you want. But this is the week for transgender, and my hair keeps falling. And, God dang it. And I will gladly answer any questions, and I'm going to stop fighting with my hair, so go right ahead.